Today I'm really excited to have Ben Gulak with me. How are you doing, Ben?
I'm doing good. I'm glad we finally got this interview set up. I'm sorry it's taken so long, but I'm excited too.
Yeah, so we first seen you and your really cool Uno, the bike on Dragon's Den in last year, 2008. So what happened to you since then? And I understand that you are going to university now.
Yeah. So actually, a lot has happened since the show first aired a little over a year ago. Unfortunately, most of the Dragons ended up getting out of the deal, but Brett Wilson ended up putting money in 8 months later. And which ended up actually working out really well because I raised a whole bunch more capital at a higher valuation from independent angel investors. So things actually worked out for the best. And I moved to Boston. I'm now a sophomore at MIT. And we have our own offices, our own office out in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And that's where we're working on the new prototype right now.
That's cool. So those angel investors, are they Canadian investor or are they like American investor you met at Cambridge?
It's a combination of American and Canadian.
So by going to MIT, like this is your second year now, right? Did you get a chance to meet up with a lot of interesting professors or classmates that actually got you, like that you kind of get some help on, or how are you working these days?
MIT is a really cool place. It's one of those environments for just walking around. You're exposed to all kinds of really incredible inventions, projects, and I mean, there's some parts there where, like the MIT Media Lab, for instance, when you walk through there, it's like walking through the future. They have technology there that won't be available to the public for, at least another 10 to 15 years, and it's just amazing, some of the stuff that's going on. And I lucked out. I had some really great professors last year and this year, and actually we have two professors from MIT here. One works for us full-time, and the other one is sort of a consultant.
Okay, so two professors from MIT working for you. The Media Lab you mentioned is the one created and launched by Ponte some years ago, right?
That's right.
Right. Yeah, it's a cool lab. It's a cool lab. It's a great place. So there's an update on the bike in the recent episode of Dragon's Den. So I understand that there's some change in the design. So now it's not just one wheel. It actually, when you drive, it's split into the two wheels. Talk a little bit about that, please.
So the Uno actually always had two wheels. The only reason I ever said it was like a unicycle was because when you look at it from the side view, you only ever see one wheel.
Oh.
It's actually always been two wheels side by side. Now, what's really cool is when you hit 20 miles an hour, the wheels splay apart while moving, and they realign, transforming the Uno into a full-size motorcycle. So it's like the world's first real transformer.
Oh, right, yeah, right. It does. I mean, on TV, the short video clip that I saw is like, whoa. But so by splitting up into a kind of the form of a bike, does it give you more stability? Is that what you're trying to achieve there?
We were trying to figure out how to make it safer at high speed. So we were trying to figure out how can we make this thing safer, and we were thinking about extendable landing gears and sort of emergency systems that would almost like airbags. And then one day we thought, what if the wheels actually change position? Motorcycles are very stable at high speed. In fact, the faster they go, the more stable they get. What if the Uno did something like that? And then we started experimenting, and that's where we came up with the transforming design.
And the transformer design, it's a completely mechanical, like they're a mechanical thing that holding the two wheels together, and they're pretty rigid, right, in a sense.
That's right. It's all mechanical.
Right. So I guess this is a good branching point. There must be so many patentable ideas and things that you need to actually create on the fly to make this thing work.
So in the update, they talked about some of the due diligence that was going on with Segway. And I actually just met with Dean Kamen. He's the creator of the Segway.
Yeah, Dean Kamen.
Of DECA. And so I met with him last week, and it was one of those amazing meetings because within the first few minutes he says, Ben, I have no intention of stopping you or slowing you down. I want to help out in any way you can because I think this thing is really cool. So we don't have to worry at all about patent issues with Dean Kamen. And we're actually talking about some sort of possible collaboration and where he's going to help us. So it went really, really well, and I mean, we don't have to worry about the due diligence anymore. So the 27 years Robert was talking about it went by very quickly.
Sorry, what went by very quickly?
Well, Robert on the update, he was talking about how we could be in due diligence for 28 years.
Right.
We finished all the due diligence now. Dean came and said he doesn't want to stop us and he wants to help out. So the 28 years is over now.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yes, no, we resolved the issues. In fact, at the very root of the problem, I mean, Dean came and really likes the Uno, and he thinks it's really cool what we've been able to do with it so far, and he wants to help on the project.
Yeah,
nothing negative came from the meeting.
That's cool. I mean, I met Dean Kamen in a Massive Change conference in Vancouver a few years ago, and he is a really cool guy. I mean, plus he's the inventor of Segway. And a follow-up note on Segway, is it I guess part of the patent conflict before was his gyroscopic stabilization system, which may be in conflict with what the Uno needs to do, right?
That was one of the concerns. And part of the benefits of doing this transformer design is that it removes us significantly from some of those possible conflicts.
Right. That's cool. It's so great to have him on board, and if he is on site and if he can help out in some way. I mean, he is a really smart inventor and have done some really cool things. Yeah.
So, I mean, he's going to be a great asset, I think.
Right. Yeah. So, ballpark, how many patents have you guys filed already?
Oh my God, probably 7 or 8 applications right now.
7 or 8? Wow, that's getting up there. That's getting up there. How long? I guess some questions that listeners and fans of Dragon's Den or fans of your bikes may want to find out is how soon do you think will we see more like your bikes being in the market, and like you still have only one prototype, right?
No, so we have 2 prototypes now.
2 prototypes?
One of the things we're really striving to go for is work at some sort of strategic partnership with an established business, like Triumph, or like Harley Davidson, or any of these established motorcycle companies that have the sales channels and the resource to really make something like this possible on a large scale. Frankly, it's almost going to be impossible to raise the kind of capital we need to manufacture and design these vehicles all on our own. So in conjunction with developing this technology, I'm really going after some of these bigger companies because, I mean, frankly, everyone right now is trying to get into the green space. And now is the time to really do something like that.
Yeah, you mentioned the green space. Have you actually talked to the likes of the Japanese Honda or even Toyota? I know Toyota is not big in bikes, but Honda is big and they have electric car.
So we have a few introductions at Toyota, but I mean, they're such a big company that it's been difficult really to break through and talk to the right people and the people that can make the decision. And so it's sort of been a little difficult, but we have started talking to Toyota.
Yeah, I bet it's a slow process. Well, thanks a lot for talking to me all the way from California. I hope to talk to you soon.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.